Okay, morning folks. Welcome to the club flying briefing. Completely forgot about this one this morning. We've been frantically setting lots of tasks and discussing the weather. So what have we got today? And it'll be a fairly quick briefing. Sort of in this slack air mass coming down from the south, this sort of line here, dying out now, and I think it's just going to be a little sort of air mass feature which might trigger a few showers up till about sort of 1 o'clock. But pressure building, as you can see, this little nose of high pressure here, so getting better as the day goes on. TAFs, they're showing potential for shower activity. Farmer are saying tempo between 6 and 15. 8,000 meter showers and rain, and then tempo between 9 and 15, 4,000 meter showers and rain, but just tempo. So occasional really, but the rest of it is 300 degrees, 3 knots, so light northwesterly winds, 8 to 10 knots of flying heights by the looks of it, all day on a number of the forecasts, and showers dying out. Because if you look at the Bristol TAFs and the Yeovilton from the west, they're sort of forecasting them till about 1 o'clock and then nothing after that. So hopefully the showers will be few and far between and dying out as the afternoon goes on. Flying heights here, according to the Met Office, 355 knots, maybe a little bit more than that. Top Meteo was suggesting 10 knots. So sat pic, to stop it there, you can see a band of cloud, very thin, breaking up, running from North Wales down to the Thames estuary. It's got bits of rain on it. It had sort of reasonable amount of rain this morning, but it is dying out, and you can see that on the rainfall radar, how it's just fizzling out to nothing really. There's just a cloud feature now. Some showers over Wales. That's not to say some might pop up here mid-morning, just the temperature gets going and there's enough of a trigger. So temperature wise, 17 degrees around here today, and the southeast seems to be about what BBC is suggesting, and every other model. And dew points going down, they are about 7s now, going down fairly quickly, I think, once the serious activity of thermal start. Looking out the window, there are cumulus popping up. It's a little bit early. It's always a bit of a worry when you see cumulus at 9 o'clock in the morning, that it might sort of turn to showers. And you'll see why when you look at the soundings, that's a possibility. Sounding round here at 12 o'clock shows fairly unstable till about sort of 15,000 feet, and it's -10 at that sort of height. But as the afternoon goes on, starting to stabilize out a bit, and here there's an inversion beginning to appear at around about 5,000 feet. So cloud base potentially 4,500 feet, tops 8,000 feet. So less chance of showers, I think, more stable air mass this afternoon. The Lark Hill for this morning at 6 o'clock UTC showed very, very unstable air all the way up to 4,500, 5,000 meters, 15, 16,000 feet. But fingers crossed that'll stabilize out as the day goes on. Top Meteo, we'll stick with that one. Shows reasonable amount of cloud by sort of 10 o'clock, and I think the potential for quite high tops just to start off with, and maybe the odd shower. But as things go on in the afternoon, it dries out a little bit, thins out a little bit, and it's getting better from the west. So task direction sensibly out to the west today. And thermal heights. Let's look at from 11 o'clock onwards. 3,000 feet by 12 o'clock probably. Odd showers, much less than yesterday, and by sort of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, beginning to fade out from the west. So they're suggesting 1,200, 1,300 meters, 3,500 to 4,000 feet, and getting better in the afternoon, certainly by late afternoon, 1,500 meters, so 4,000 feet. The afternoon, that's all right. It's just one of the dogs barking away. Suggested task distance. If you start off early enough, 300k, a little bit less for probably the comp, because we'll be sort of trying to launch everybody, hold them for the start, and then let them make their own decision on when they start. So it'll be out, in our area and out towards the west, the optimum task area by the looks of it. Too far north, it hasn't been heating very well. It's rained there recently, so not an optimum direction to go. But it looks good for a couple of 100k, hopefully. Airspace wise, looks a little bit congested on the map, but nothing really to worry about. Got high intensity radio transmissions out of Boscombe down, not a problem, and 28 and 30 are just notifying changes of frequency at the danger area crossing service, and then the rest of it is just paragliding and hang gliding notification. So in the area out to the west, all the way out to North Hill and all the way up to Nimsfield, and in this area here, nothing to worry about. Number 26 is Lasham with NOTAM. We have a regionals competition. So folks, club flying on the north side, grass, aerotone, the grid will already be being set out on the runway, and comp will be briefing at 10. We've notified that potential first launch at 11 o'clock, but I suspect it'll be later than that. So you can go before the comp if it looks doable, or just wait till after. Okay, have fun, see you out there.